MP, you're about to go off. We want Rotom at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you have an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word SUNS along with your issue and seek location to 55555. A member of our escalations team will respond immediately.
Up next, the Heat taking on the Suns. For the Heat, they know each game presents a test of physical endurance, of mental focus, and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead. Suns, Heat, coming right up on 2K Sports. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And you know, for the Heat, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately, they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Mitchell is out there with Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5, down low. And for Phoenix, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Martin in at the 3 slot. Greg is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game.
Incredible. He's checked in for the Heat.
Kevin, number 8.
You got it.
And putting his opponents on notice, MP recently talked about winning his individual matchups, but not at the expense of the team. Some high-level goals indeed, guys.
Well, this is the scary thing. When you make it about yourself, sometimes that causes you to try to make plays that aren't within the flow of the game. We've already seen some of that. I know MP is trying to move the needle for his team. Maybe they just need a little time to get used to this new normal.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
First free throw is good. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And so he hits both. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, after getting swept in the first round last season,
everyone around the league had a sense that changes were coming in Phoenix, and now a new coaching staff led by Arizona native Mike Budenholzer, but also finally getting point guard in Tyus Jones and Monte Morris on value deals. They aim to do better this season, and guys, they have that talent with the big three of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Brad Beal.
Looking for a bit of redemption. All right, Johns, thanks a lot. And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Thanks, guys. I talked to MP earlier, and his attention was on the small forward matchup. He told me I plan to do everything I can to help this team get a W. We can't do that if I'm not taking care of business at my position, so that's where I'm going to start. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, good place to start. We'll be watching that duel closely. Good stuff, DA. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now Richards. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Booker nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Adebayo with a screen on Booker. Loads it up for Adebayo. Durant with the steal. Beal drives in, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And the Suns making a change here. Allen's checked in. Robinson's checked in for Miami. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Booker the pass to Allen. There's the 3. They get it back. The Heat trail by 13. Robinson on the wing. They set the screen. Here is Mr. Incredible. He's covered by Beal. Down low. Here's Durant. Bank shot. No good. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. There's Hero with a 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Durant dishes to Booker. Booker draws the double. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Now we get a chance to check out Devin Booker.
Coming off a terrific season, 10th in free throw percentage, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Nobody near Allen. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 15. Robinson passes to Mr. Incredible. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
Shots good by Booker.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Mr. Incredible, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Yeah, easy call.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps. And this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Here's Adebayo. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That's a nice looking jumper from Bam there. showing how dangerous he can be.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. I think that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
That free throw missing. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
O'Neal sets the screen for Booker. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Booker's got 13.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Adebayo. .11 left in the first quarter of the game. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, that tweener proving no problem for Adebayo.
Pass to Booker. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Free throw good, Booker. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. It can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Jaquez. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. Here's Mr. Incredible. Makes it off the glass. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Beal taking his time here. Booker outside. Pass to Plumlee. They double him with Wiggins. A kick out to O'Neal. Here's Beal. Phoenix no good that time either.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
With the drive. Off target at the rim. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Phoenix ahead, up by 16. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
On the court for Miami here in the second, they've got Andrew Wiggins. Duncan Robinson out there with Mr. Incredible. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Suns leading by 18. It's Beal on the wing. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Beal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A constant threat to score with the ball in his hands. Beal with a crafty move.
Here is Mr. Incredible. In Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Jovic. Miami no good on that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Allen against Wiggins. Allen kicks to Jones. Back to Allen. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Allen's got his first bucket of the night.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Beal from long range. Miami grabs the miss. Mr. Incredible's got his fourth rebound in this one. Trying to find Jaquez. Gets it to him, and the basket is good.
Well, night in and night out, Jaquez loves to attack the middle of that defense.
Beal, the pass to Jones. Miami grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way. And the coaches want this from Beal. Play aggressive, force your way to the strike.
For Phoenix, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Free throw good, Beal. Just Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about heat culture at the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by Booker. Anderson, a screen on Booker. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Phoenix with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead. Outside, Martin. Booker looking around. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. Hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by Booker. To the paint. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Beal. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 18 points a game. 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
So for the Suns, Bol comes in for Royce O'Neal, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Bradley Beal. Outside, Martin. Back to Booker. Miami grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Shots good by Mr. Incredible.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Durant, fires for 3. Mr. Incredible pulls it in. Mr. Incredible's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And at this point, Tyler Herro's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Herro's an outstanding offensive player.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Herro. The Heat trail by 20. Here's Mr. Incredible. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Pass to Bol. Now here's Booker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 20.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Out to the right wing. Adebayo with a screen for Herro. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Booker the pass to Jones. In the corner, it's Martin. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
They set the pick. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Ware.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And 101 left to play here in the half. Outside, Jones. Bol setting the pick for Jones. Out to the right wing. Martin kicks to Jones. And the 3 off target.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Adebayo with the screen on KD. Durant with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bol. Another shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And he's got his first. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Back to the action in just a minute.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Phoenix Suns.
You have certain players that live and die by the 3. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Can it continue this way? I don't know.
Yeah, normally you preach a balanced attack. Maybe these guys don't need it. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at the Suns, a tall order for them in this one, looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, it's a tough hill climb.
Yeah, but that's why we play games. Anything can happen.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And then for Miami, Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Robinson comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Davion Mitchell. KD against Adebayo. Durant the pass to Allen. Here's Booker. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 5th assist in this one.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
The forwards, Allen and Durant. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. And it's Richards in at the center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Ware, defended by Richards. Mr. Incredible can't get it to go.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now the Heat with it. They're on a 15-6 run. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after.
And Miami making a change here. Jovic is checked in. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Fires from the corner. That shot misses. Nice D from Durant. Phoenix has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The drive by Beal. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Adebayo with the screen on Booker. Looking to end his cold spell. And there's the nice lay and excellent work from Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 10. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Outside, Beal. 1:41 left in the third. Allen, that's good.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And Miami is shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Now, here's Adebayo. Defended by Richards. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. And there's the foul. It goes on Mr. Incredible. That's foul number 2 for him. Plumlee is checked in for Phoenix. Jones comes in for Devin Booker. Heat also with the sub. Love's checked in for Bam Adebayo. .107 left to play here in the third. Here's Durant. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's just too long and lanky. Durant can go through you or around on the inside.
Here's Mr. Incredible outside for Robinson. Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by Jones. And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Suns. And Miami has possession.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Outside, Beal. Got a piece of it. Fires from 18. Jovic, no good. Allen against Hawkins. And here is Beal. Misses the step-back jump shot. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Heat, they've got Mr. Incredible. He's out there with Robinson. Kevin Love out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Another thing they've done well tonight is convert at the free throw line. May seem like a little thing, but boy, it can pay big dividends.
On the free throw, no good. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. And he makes both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by Booker. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Jaquez. And here's Love for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you got to crowd Love out on the perimeter, or else he'll make you pay for it.
O'Neal sets the screen for Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Got to communicate and switch that screen.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Some changes for Phoenix. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Allen. And Miami with a change here too. Heroes checked in. Here is Mr. Incredible. Oh, that's blocked. Rocket 2. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Heat making a switch here. Highsmith is checked in.
Heat substitution, number 24.
The Heat trail by 20, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
It's Jones on the wing. Back to Richards. Now here is Martin. He's guarded closely. Pass to Richards. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And that one's on target from the wing. Booker's got 35 in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Jaquez with the screen on Jones. Locks it up for Jaquez. Miami again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Phoenix making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal, and Beal subbed in for Booker. Then for the Heat, Ware's checked in, and Bam Adebayo subbed in for Jaime Jaquez. There's Beal with the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Man, with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by Jones. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Adebayo. No good again that time.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And the basket by Jones.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Here's KD. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And KD just keeps coming at you with that jumper. There isn't anything you can do except hope he goes cold.
Adebayo the screen. Floats it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, he can do that. Adebayo's an excellent athlete, even by NBA standards.
Jones with it. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jones finds Martin. Back to Jones from past the arc. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Adebayo against Durant. Over Adebayo. KD can't get it to go. Miami's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Pass to Adebayo. There's the screen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Can't complete the alley-oop. Phoenix leading by 23. Beal dishes to Jones. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. Durant for 3. And Ware pulls it down. Heat have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Now here's Jones. Can they get it? Doesn't go for him.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Phoenix.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
That free throw good from Mr. Incredible. And the Suns here with a different look. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. O'Neal comes in for Kevin Durant. Donnie's checked in for Cody Martin. And Allen subbed in for Beal. The Heat also with a sub. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Mitchell. Both free throws good from Mr. Incredible. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And Ware pulls it down. Miami's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
At the line for the Heat, number 8, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Mr. Incredible. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Allen surveying the D. Lock at 6. Mr. Incredible pulls it in. Heat out offense. They trail by 18. He takes it in. The layup off target. So it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
You win some, you lose some. Just let it go. Focus on the next game.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now, remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs, too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.